Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Modern Warfare Remastered in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the Barrett 50cal, the big boy in the sniper rifle group, and I gotta say this weapon is very fun and very satisfying to use. Implementing it in this game actually helped make it a classic weapon in public perception and in video gaming in general. But let's jump straight into the stats. It'll deal 70 damage flat at any range, and it'll deal 98 if you put stopping power on it. As we all know, sniper rifles in this game have varying body multipliers, which will put them well above the 100 damage, so the body multipliers are what's really important. But backtracking to the previous sniper rifle episode, I want to be clear that the Barrett 50cal gets no additional damage from adding an ACOG sight. The M40A3 actually got bonus damage if you put an ACOG sight on it, whereas the Barrett 50cal just plain does not. However, its body multipliers are higher than normal, so it is probably the best weapon in the game for going for wall bangs with deep impact. The raw damage output of the Barrett 50cal is just extremely high, so those little bits of cinder block cover and cars mean almost nothing to it. However, if you do add an ACOG sight on it, like the M40A3 and like every sniper rifle in Modern Warfare Remastered, it's going to decrease the aim down sight's time by 25%, or we'll say shave approximately 100 milliseconds off of it. It'll take it from 400 to 300, so it's not at all a bad attachment and probably the best one if you want to quickscope. However, let's talk about the Barrett 50cal with its normal sight and its body multipliers. So the one-shot kill areas on this weapon with no stopping power whatsoever are the head, neck, and the upper torso, as indicated on Makarov over here. This is the best one-shot kill areas for any sniper rifle in the game without stopping power. So if you want to snipe with no stopping power, this one is a valid choice, and it's kind of interesting that it's got good one-shot kills with no stopping power. So some people run it with Overkill. It's got a little weakness with Overkill, which we'll talk about later, but that is a semi-valid idea. However, with stopping power, it's going to be identical to the M40A3 and R700, getting headshots on the head, neck, upper torso, and lower torso, again, as indicated on Makarov. I would like to point out, however, that you will not get one-shot kills to the arms or to the legs. However, if the arms are in front of the chest, that's usually okay, as the bullet is going to go through the arms and hit the chest, or if they're crouched or prone or something, it'll go through the entire body. However, you're not going to be able to wing it and pick somebody's hand or shoot the tip of the gun or shoot them in the toe and get one-shot kills. It's just not going to happen. One of the unusual things about the Barrett 50cal for a sniper rifle is that its maximum rate of fire is 1,200 rounds per minute semi-automatic. That is absurdly fast. That is faster than the fastest firing weapon in most Call of Duty games. That's the same as the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. That's an absolute bullet hose. However, it's semi-automatic, and the majority of players aren't going to have trigger fingers to get anywhere close to that rate of fire, and the recoil is extremely high, so I would strongly recommend against doing that, or you're going to be shooting the ceiling, but it can be kind of fun to do from hip fire and be used as a shotgun. I think the Barrett 50cal is an excellent sniper rifle for getting one-shot kills and for wall banging, because as we discussed earlier, the body multipliers, while still only granting one-shot kills in a similar area as the M40A3, are higher than normal, and it just synergizes really well with deep impact. And when I want to just punch through walls, when I know I'm going to be sniping people that are behind cover a lot, the Barrett 50cal is just the way to go. Unfortunately, it has a very slow raise drop time that makes it a poor choice for Overkill, and that's what I was saying earlier. There's some validity in running Overkill because you've got good one-shot areas and you can have a secondary weapon, but the raised drops time is kind of slower than the other sniper rifles, so you're going to be drawing your shotgun, your submachine gun, and or assault rifle slower than the others, which can make it clunky and problematic if you're not set up very well. You won't be able to rely on it and draw it nearly as fast as a pistol, so overall, probably not the greatest of ideas, unless you think you're a master of setting up and you can always react in time. Another bad thing about the Barrett 50cal is it reloads very slow. The reload animation time is about 4 seconds, depending on if you've got a round still in the chamber or not, and the reload cancel time is also very slow at exactly 2.8 seconds, so you need a minimum of 3 seconds out of combat to reload this weapon, which is not ideal. However, it's got an enormous 10-round magazine, which is very big for this game. It's more in line with like the M21 and the Dragunov, and the reserve reserve ammo is 30, and with this weapon that means that you've got enough bullets to kill 40 people. To be honest with you, I hardly ever reload until I get down to like 2 or 3 shots left. I treat it just like the M40A3 if maybe I had extended mags on it or something nice like that. And I think that's the best way to go, and I think most of you are going to be very happy with the ammo capacity, not have to worry about the reloading very much. Like the other sniper rifles, it has very average sprint out time, idle sway, ADS time, and all the other handling stats. Pretty much all the other handling stats are identical for sniper rifles across the board. Barrett 50 cal is no exception. One thing it is exceptional at, though, is hip fire. Hip fire is very doable if you fire quickly because it's usually a one-shot kill, if not 2, and with that high rate of fire, you can just dump bullets out on people. It can save you sometimes if you're in a pinch, but it's not super reliable. Mathematically speaking, the hip fire is wide, it's semi-auto, it's a little bit fluky, but I do remember back in the day, people that used to have modded controllers would kind of use this as a shotgun and rush up in your face and, you know, drop all 10 of those 50 caliber rounds, and pretty much everything would die. You can do that if you've got a good trigger finger or if you're prone. I typically try to swap for my pistol, but sometimes you will see me panic spam, and sometimes it does work. Unfortunately, recoil is extremely high, probably the highest in the entire game overall, and I would not recommend spamming the Barrett 50 cal. It probably sounds broken or OP that you can one-shot people and shoot so ridiculously fast, but your recoil is going to be ridiculously high, and if you shoot anywhere close to your maximum trigger finger rate of fire, trying to pick people off with a sniper rifle, most of the time you're gonna be hitting the ceiling. So sometimes I go for 1 or 2 shots, or I'll fire it a little bit quicker than the other sniper rifles, but its optimal rate of fire is probably closer to the R700 and M40A3 60 rounds per minute. Maybe you can push it up to 100 if you're good at controlling recoil, but outside of that, it's not going to be very fun to snipe with. When it comes right down to it, the Barrett is just as good as the M40A3 if you want to actually snipe people at long range. If you want a quick scope or something, it maybe not be as great because the M40 can do it better with ACOG, but if you want to snipe people at long range, if you want to set up, if you want to, well, wallbang, which we'll talk about later, if you want to really grandpa snipe with this weapon, it's excellent. It's hands down. People like the M40A3 better, but the Barrett is just as good, if not maybe slightly better, because you can wallbang easier. And I don't think that the ACOG is the best choice on this weapon, because you don't really get much bonus from it, except for the faster aim down sights time, but it is very doable. I think it's, if you want to ACOG snipe, there are better sniper rifles, but you definitely can do it with the Barrett 50 cal. And as for the best class, I think it's best just with the normal default scope, Flashbang's X3, because that'll get you out of some rough situations, stopping power, and deep impact. Guys, that is all for this episode of In Depth. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful, and if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Oh, and kind of like the last episode, I had a little bit more good gameplay than usual, so I added some bonus clips at the end, and I hope you enjoy it. Drifter out.
Our UAV is online! Enemy UAV is airborne! Airstrike standing by! Secure the gate! Friendly airstrike on the way! Losing C! We lost C! Helicopter support standing by. Losing Bravo! Enemy UAV is airborne. Losing B. Our UAV is online. Enemy UAV is airborne. UAV recon standing by. Standing by. Securing Charlie. We lost B. Our UAV